Hi, Yeshwanth.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you, ma'am?
All good. So, as you know, that we are going to have a conversation wherein we are going to throw light and have some insight on life in US. As you know, that most of the students are actually having certain confusions, or rather, I would say that misconceptions, that when you go to
Yeah.
US, the life becomes different all the way. It is very difficult to sustain healthy life there. So, we are going to have a conversation on everything so that we can bring a lot of insight for our forthcoming students, right? So,
Yeah, yeah.
Yashwant, can you just tell me or tell our audience a bit about yourself, where you have started, what all you have studied, and how it happened?
Well, I'm from Andhra Pradesh. I'm from Nellore, Andhra Pradesh. So I've done my undergraduation in Mahindra Engineering College, and I've done my computer science in it. So I've started doing research about going to US because I was basically not interested in doing going for a job after completing my undergrad. I know that this degree won't be useful for me because in future there's going to be more competition over there. So more technologies will be coming up. So I've started going for a bit like jobs, the career, as well as the technologies that will be evolving. So I took a plan to go to masters. Actually, I didn't fix for a particular country like US or UK or Canada. So in a flow, I just applied for Canada and UK altogether. So because I'm interested in artificial intelligence, so the both the countries are developing so quick in these two fields. So I've done a research on it. So because of your help, I'm here right now. Because of your coaching and your IELTS teaching, thank you so much for that.
So, which to choose a university, how that happens? Because obviously, if you check, there are almost, I would say, 400, 500 universities offering this program, right? And you being a student, having a good CGPA during the BTech and having a good profile all the way. So, how did that happen that you came on choosing a particular profile, a particular university? And what tips you would like to give to the forthcoming student, that what should be the priority while choosing a program in a university?
Well, the main purpose I'm gonna say is to students is like don't choose masters because if you are being forced by your parents or if you are thinking that you're gonna be developed right here when you come here, like it's gonna be completely different right here because you're gonna be influenced by some other people saying that you go to masters after doing your undergrad because it's gonna be useful for you because you don't want to do a job because you're lazy to get a job, but it's not completely like no one forces you after your undergrad because you have to realize your future like okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to go for my job, I want to go for my masters because I want to improve my skills. But the main thing is like if you're interested, just come to masters. If not, just don't come here. And the major focus is like you have to choose. Everything is same here, like every university is like same. Don't choose the rankings, just choose like
I
you
think
have
that
to.
is very important point. I'm sorry to cut you in mid, but that becomes very important that when the students are choosing the university, the only parameter that they choose is to
The
look
ranking.
for world's ranking.
Yeah, no, no, everything is like same curriculum and same everything. All you need to choose is a research center. Like if you are going to cloud computing, choose a better cloud computing research platform. Like you can go into your college profiles, take go to Google and search like top 10 compute cloud computing colleges in US. Like you can get the results, like you can see the projects that are done in the college as well as the companies that are coming up there as well as the students who are getting the internship opportunities in the universities. So after that you choose your budget. Main is the financial budget that need to be considered. Like when I've selected some of the universities that offer me 60 lakhs per annum. Like I have to pay 60 lakhs per annum for the same degree that I'm getting for 30 to 40 lakhs same. Like it all depends, like if you want to go for a better area, like I've chosen New York because I know that there are more investors over there, and also they're ready to invest in the startups because New York has multi-millionaires,
Very
like
true. I think
more
that's a
millionaires.
very valid point, because most of the time I come across the students, and the students try to refrain themselves from choosing New York because of a reason that they want the location which eventually is having less investment in terms of having a livelihood, and that is why they ditch New York. This is the only reason why students are ditching New York.
Yes, and also you have to depends upon the counselor as well, like the person you choose a university. Like it mainly depends. Like I've seen people coming here choosing a wrong university. Like they wanna say, someone who's gonna say just 14 lakhs you're gonna complete your degree. Bro, this ain't like undergrad. Like you can do undergrad in different universities. Like you can go for masters if you have a great CGPA. But if you are even convincing in the masters, where are you gonna go? Because you're paying lakhs to US. You got a luck because nobody gets a visa in an easy way. So
Exactly.
yes, the visa is like luck. You have to choose a better university. Like if you don't study in a great university, you don't get experience because you can complete your undergrad for same amount. Like you don't have to pay like in undergrad. I see people paying 30 to 45 lakhs. Now I've done my undergrad within just 10 lakhs. So there's a difference. But in masters, it's like completely different world. You have to mainly focus on a better university, a better place, as well as the internship opportunities, as well as the students who have become on the university. Like the students who are coming on the university, they have to focus on the internship opportunities, as well as the
I'll do one thing.
I think.
I'll start that question again.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah. So, Yashwant, when we talk about choosing a right university, most of the students find it difficult, and they always run behind choosing the university which is coming under the world's ranking. So, as you are an
Yeah.
existing student now and you are into the second semester, I would say, so you have successfully completed one semester. So, what is your take? What is students' expectation, and what actually is the reality?
Like even to be frank, even I also went for the US rankings as well as for the same like other students. But usually it's completely different over here because same curriculum, everything is same. But you have to choose upon the universities based on the internships as well as the companies they're offering. It's like that's what we used to think. Like the internships that people are getting and the companies coming up there. No companies comes here. So you have to run for the internships. Like you have to start building your LinkedIn profile before you come to US. That one I think one thing I'm gonna say is that everyone should need to build their LinkedIn profile and started building their career on which path they have to go. Like there are various spots over there. You can do online courses. There are free platforms. So start doing it. Start learning it. Do some projects. Post it on LinkedIn. So once you get here, you're gonna meet right people right here. You who's gonna see his LinkedIn profile and is gonna guide you that these career paths are available in this particular company and this company, as well as you can find like if you started doing internships right here, you can see people who can sponsor you for the work visa also. And it's also majorly depends upon the counselor too. Like if you don't get a right counselor, you're gonna see people suggesting you doing a master's degree for 20 lakhs. It's not gonna be like 20 lakhs main reason. You have to choose a university and as well as the location over there. See, if you go for San Francisco or New York, there are various companies over there, so it is easy for you to get an internship opportunity. So I think the main suggestion I would say is like choose a better place, choose a right counselor. That's the main two reasons you have to choose. It's like
Yeah,
every
because
university
we
is good on its own
mm,
way. Yes.
because we come across wherein I can understand students mindset also, because they are very very cautious, right? So they feel like I should not get trapped into anything, and just to save money, they at time it is observed that the counselors are putting the students into a very 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 nominal university, wherein the student actually deserves better than that,
Yeah,
right? And
because
student
even
would
like
not do their research.
yeah, yes, like you don't have to always trust your counselors too. Like you don't know why they're gonna suggest you this university. You have to choose it your way. Maybe you have a better CGPA. You could find a better scholarship in a elsewhere university. Like for different universities, they may offer 10 lakh scholarship, 20 lakh scholarship if you are good with your CGPA. So you can get the same amount of college, same amount of amount, but in a better college. Like rather than doing a 20 lakhs master's degree, you could do like 25, like a little bit more. You have to like you don't have to fix your budget on this much amount because there are better universities. Maybe you don't know. You could get a
Very true.
you could meet an entrepreneur in a better university, like a person who is ready to invest money on your project. You could not find in a different low class university, right? That's what you have to mainly think
So
about.
instead of wherein students are ditching New York just for a reason that it is very expensive, I think in a long run, if we calculate, this is going to turn more towards the student side. Because obviously,
Yes,
being
because see
a
that
very
yeah,
big
because there
city,
is a
they have a lot of opportunities coming across after the program completion,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
Yashwant,
because there are a lot of investors out there. They are ready to invest in New York. That's why you have to choose. Like, it's all depends upon, like, if you're thinking money. So yeah, New York is expensive. You can. I'm staying in Jersey City. I'm not staying in New York. Just a path of train for me to go to New York and study in a better college over there. So there are various opportunities. You have to find a way. Just don't say that, oh, it's expensive, I cannot go it over there. You can find different ways. Like, you could buy
exactly,
a car if you want to stay away farther away from a better city. So you could say city, you could stay in an affordable city and go to a better university or there in an
exactly.
expensive city.
So
That's what you
instead
have to
of
do.
thinking
Yes.
about the finances of just 2 years, they should take it a span up to 5 to 7 years, calculate everything, and then take a decision. Great. So now my second question is
Yes.
moving towards the academics. So as you have already passed your first semester, you've gone through, you've been there in US for more than I believe 6 7 months, right? So what is that main difference that you observe
Yes.
when it comes on academic? Because you have done your undergrad from CS and now you are doing your masters also within the same sector. So what is the change of academics that you observe?
There are a lot of difference right here, ma'am, between US and India, because US is mostly dependent upon a practical way. They don't want you to write 5 pages of essay, write 6 pages of essay, or write this many lines, or do this, copy this one. No, it won't be like that here. All you need to do is understand the topic. They're gonna give a different question, but you realize that, oh, I've learned this one. Oh, but the solution may be different because this is a different process. So everything will be like something you have already learned. All you need to do is just understand the topics and go for it. It's just easy. Like, you don't have like 10 chapters, 20 chapters, or 5 chapters, or you don't have 2 exams at the same time. Just one subject. All you need to do is focus on one day, and you're gonna have
Uh,
3 days of time. So just one subject, just focus on one thing. That's what they say. Just focus on one thing, just do it perfect. Just understand the subject, just enjoy the learning. Don't be like rush, oh, I have to learn this many chapters, so I have to worry about this. No, they're not going to give you like 10 chapters, 20 chapters, or topics multiple, like 25 topics in each chapter. No, it's going to be like 6 to 7 topics. It's going to be like 5 chapters. That's it. Learn the important things. To learn it, enjoy the studying. That's it. You don't need to worry about more things. All I
so
have
it's
to say is
basically
like,
instead of like in India, we have a combination and a portion decided for everything, right?
yes,
Every
yes,
day
yes,
to make a right balance. But instead,
yeah.
US has a different pattern wherein one subject will be covered in one particular day so that you can be enriched when it comes on knowledge and understanding of the topic.
Yeah, even you will have a time like where you can explore more on it. Like, you have a particular topic, so if you're interested in the subject, you could explore more. You will have a lot of time on it, so you could do research, or you could learn more practical way. When it's like, when I'm saying that, in my first semester I have DBMS, so it's just like a particular set of queries. So these rules are there, these rules are there. So all I need to do is just explore the queries, what it does, like in multiple databases. That's
Case study.
what I've small things. All you need to do is explore more. If you love it, explore more. Otherwise, just read the topics. If you like another subject, go for it, explore it more. All you need to do is
It
just
was
find your
a
path.
more
That's it.
or less, it is a very liberal space on learning.
Yes.
So individuals
There's
are
no
allowed
stress on.
to have, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
they
what
have
is
fun
the
right here.
technical difference? I mean, how you see the technological difference in education?
It's like all you like you have to find your own solution over there. You can find multiple solutions. Like, professors are so liberal that if you think this one is right, they're gonna accept your answer. Only they're gonna say like, no, this is the only method. You have to do only this process. No, you can do multiple processes over there. So they're gonna be like, okay, this is also right one. That's good. They're going to be like encouraging you to find a different answer. So the way of thinking is like, uh, I think when I've studied in undergrad, it's like just okay. This is the step by step process. Like you have to do step one, then step two, then step three, then step four. They're gonna be like here. It's gonna be like why is step two following step one? Why? Where is the logic in it? So all you need to do is understand. Don't follow the step one, step two. Find the logic why it's coming up. So if you find a different solution for it, like you can go directly from step one to step four. Use the logic. That's what they say.
Okay. So now coming on to the relationship of a professor with their students. How's that?
Yep. It's like I think India is like better with the relationship because their professor is gonna be
I
like
think India
always
will have
short,
an advantage of having better relationships in the world then.
better relationships because I see barely see my professors like 5 times, 5 to 6 times. That's it in my
Ah,
entire semester. That's why because if you have to, they're gonna be responding more quickly than what I've done in undergrad. Like if you have a query, they're gonna be even 12 o'clock. If I mail my professor, I have this doubt. He's gonna be responding me even at 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. But that's the
wow.
advantage over here. But if you want a better relationship, like India is like better, because
India
your
is.
professors are going to be any years like, did you study? Did you study that? But here it's going to be a different. Like I've barely seen my professors in face to face. That's why.
So the professors are basically having a space to connect wherein the bridge of knowledge is experiencing a loop.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like barely you get a doubt because they're going to be explaining just the logic. So they're going to give you examples. Like they're going to provide you a solution with it. All you need to do is just find the answer. So you barely have a communication with the professors.
Okay. So, as you have landed there, how that journey began? I mean, we hear a lot about racism. We hear a lot about, the expenditure, difficulty in finding the accommodation. What is the general estimated expense that you that incur for a month, and how this personal journey has been there with you?
Well, it's like a roller coaster for me, ma'am, because when initially I moved to US, I got saying that a house which was so further away from the center of Jersey City, and they said it's $500. It's like more. It's like too much of rent. So all you need to do before I give one suggestion to students: don't pay the amount first. All you need to do is you want to say that I'm gonna pay half the amount and I'm gonna see the house first. Otherwise, it's like so far away. Like it's gonna be taking me 2 hours of journey in train to go to my college. So
Oh,
when I moved to a same like 10 minutes of train for me area, it's just 400 for me. I'm just paying $400 and I'm staying with 5 people in a 3 bed and 2 bath apartment. So it's a better deal. Like just I'm sharing a room with other guy now. I'm having a private room for myself. Just $400. Just 10 minutes of walk to a station. So it's going to be 10 minutes in the train for me. So and also, like it's so difficult to find accommodation here. Like there are millions of people coming into the US. Like we got a lot of visas accepted here, and I see people coming up to, and my friends coming up and telling me that do you have accommodation. I've even searching for few of my close friends too who got their visa accepted. So it's really difficult to find an accommodation. Even it's advantage for scammers to tell you that okay we have accommodation, but don't send them money first. So all you need to do is tell them that I'm gonna come out there, I'm gonna look into the house, and I'm gonna pay you. Because
very
once you send the money, it's
they got.
you want to be getting it. That's it. You got it. They got you. You're not going to get your money, and don't sign the lease. That's the main reason why I've seen people coming here and finding a house which is not good, like so far away. Even the area is not good, and they sign the lease. Like the owner is going to ask you to pay 2 months of rent. It's like double the amount in order to break the lease, and they can even take you to court. Like you just sign the lease, you cannot break the lease over there. So that can be an issue. And also when it comes to racism, I faced racism even when I'm in New York. I thought people in New York were like good, but here they are crazy. Like it's like a different culture over here. Like you see people who are supporting Indians, and you see people who are being racism towards us. And it's where everywhere in all the countries out there because we are multiple. We are coming like multiple people, millions of people coming here. So they're gonna be like frustrated because all they see is our faces. So this is gonna frustrate us because we are not. It's like same in India. When you see a foreigner coming into India, you're gonna be like looking at them like weird way. Same way, like you are in their home country, so all you need to do is just adjust because everywhere, even if you go to I don't see any racism in the university because that's
So
completely
you
been
haven't
prohibited.
experienced any racism so far. So
I
I
know
think
I've
we can
experienced
put it.
outside the university, ma'am, but inside I didn't experience it because
Okay, outside you have experience, but inside you haven't. So I think we will culminate the racism by saying that it's a very personal experience. You may have it, you may not have it, but there is no
yeah,
certainty that you're definitely going to have it because the proportion is equally 50-50. You may experience, you might not experience.
yes. And I've also heard like weird things like you cannot go out after 8 o'clock in US. Now I'm just coming by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I just party with my friends. I just go to different places. I explore them. I just come at 4 o'clock to my home. Just safe, like, but it depends upon areas mainly. You have to first
Okay.
thing you have to observe is observe your entire surroundings because in few other states you cannot come out of the house after 8 or 9
Okay.
because they're gonna be like it's a like here in New York it's like more buildings out there, so more lights, more people will be doing their works and traveling each and every time. But when you go to further away like other states, Chicago, you have students getting shootouts right now. Recently news are coming up. It's because people are thinking that it's India, like you can go 12 o'clock now. It's completely different in different areas. New York is different, Chicago is different, Texas is different. All you need to do is observe your surroundings, get in touch with the seniors who are over there,
Okay.
like talk to them. What is the proper time to go out? So all you need to do is just do that thing. And
Just
also
I
I've
think what
seen
I
people.
can draw from your talks is you need to be very alert, cautious, and
Yes,
observatory whenever you are moving to US. It's not that things are right or wrong, but it's just that your observation will lead you towards right or wrong.
yes.
Okay.
And also
So
one thing
how?
is like uh, I've seen people coming here like thinking that they're gonna do part-time jobs and they're gonna pay their fee. No, they're not going to allow because most of the colleges won't allow students to work outside. So if you get caught, you're going to be terminated after uh, 5 years. So it's a ban on you
Oh,
in
okay.
US. So it's going to be like a red stamp on your passport, so that even if you apply for different university, it's going to ask you why there's a red stamp over here when you on your US visa. So you have to explain them like I work here. So all you I'm gonna say is people who students who are coming here, just don't think that you're gonna be paying your tuition fees all by doing a part-time job. No, bro. It's like you cannot even balance your college as well as studies at the same time. Just come and here and focus on one thing. Like if you want to
Okay.
pay your fees, you cannot study. That's what I have to
So do not count your part-time earning as a part of your expenditure and your budget if you're planning to come and study in US.
just to cover your expenses and slightly your rent, not the college fees.
But I think it is
Maybe
better if the students do not even think about it. If they are earning, it is better, right? But they should not count it as a budget while planning for the education in US. So there should not be
yes.
any certain listing for it. Yes, if you are earning, that is a better point for you only. But then
Yep.
it is not something which is very certain to happen.
Yes, even in on-campus, like people are coming, even so they prefer their own people to give them part-time jobs in on-campus, mostly. So you have to have a CGPA of 4 out of 4 in order to have a part-time job in on-campus. So all
Okay.
you need to do is they're gonna see whether you focus on your studies first, and then they're gonna give you a job. If you don't focus on your studies and you're looking for a job in on-campus, no, they're not gonna provide you. So because
Okay. So
competition is more.
prioritizing your education over part-time is a first thing to remember. Okay, and that is why it happens that most of the students come and knock me by saying that after first semester I'm able to get my part-time job. So this has been the reason that they have been actually performing well into their education and academics, and hence they have got the approvals to go for the part-time jobs. Okay, I think that that's
Yes.
very important for the students to know. So how has been the cultural difference experience like fooding response of people? Because in India you have different.
Food is like completely different, ma'am. It's like completely different of the adapting to a new culture, like fast foods, like pizzas, burgers. I never experienced. I didn't eat in India when I was in over there. So I used to eat rice. I used to eat bread. I started eating it when I was about to know that okay, I got my visa approved. So after adapt something to eat in US. So here it's like completely. You can find rice now. There's also banned that rice is also got banned. No, so
Yes.
no issues, students. You don't have to worry about it. We are still getting rice over here. So just don't worry that no rice, I cannot eat it. You can have chapatis and everything over here. So,
So do you miss
but when
Indian
you
food a lot?
complete, yes, yes, a lot. I'm missing them because spices won't be the same. The taste will be completely different.
And
I'm
especially
missing them
when
a lot.
you belong to any part of India, I think that is the diverse culture and the beauty of India, I would say. That you go to and pick any part of India, and that will have their distinct flavors and food, right? So
I have
when
one
you,
suggestion
yeah,
before coming here. Just learn all the cookings. I don't know how to cook. But luckily, I have roommates who cook really good. I'm saying that to be frank, really good. I have to tell their names. If I don't, they're gonna be beat me out right here because they cook a good meal for me. Thanks to them. That's why.
yeah,
That's why
obviously, I
you
mean, it is
just learn
good
how
to
to
have.
cook. All boys and girls, just learn how to cook. If you are papa's girl or mama's boy, just learn how to cook. Otherwise, you're gonna be suffering right here.
And I
That's
think
all.
that there's a good share of population in India who's like that. What you're saying, that the mothers are very utterly caring. They are providing everything on the notch. Everything is on the
Same my
table.
mother because ma'am, same my mother. My mother never let me cook, but here I'm suffering. So thanks to my roommate, I just survived. That's it.
Great.
Yes.
So I think it was a great session, Yeshwanth. Thank you so much for lighting ideas for our students and giving a good insight. And definitely, I'm sure that this kind of interviews are going to provide the better light, insight, and information to the students, because what happens is students are basically doing what they are just looking at the layout. They're just checking the common 4 5 points which are generally said, and they can Google it, and whatever they get to know is the ranking of the university, the expenditures, the part-time jobs. These I have seen the three parameter of every student, but I think this is something which is just a first step. They need to go until the fifth, sixth step, wherein they should research well on the location. They should research on the providence of the particular course, credit, everything, so that the purpose should not only be just to go study and come back. The purpose should be go study and explore your career in a better opportunity. So I think that
Yes.
student will definitely have it. And thank you so much for taking your valuable time to have a conversation. Yes.
Fine. Yes, students who are coming into the masters just got one suggestion for you. If you are being forced by your parents, or if you have been influenced by other people's thoughts to come here to do your masters, just don't come here. This was my first suggestion for you. Because when you come here, if you're not interested in your studies, or if you want not interested in a particular path you are choosing to, you're gonna suffer a lot. You're gonna waste your parents' money because you're gonna take loans or you're gonna use your parents' savings amount. That's what the main reason you have to think. If you're interested, just come here. Otherwise, just stay in India, build your career on different jobs. That's what I have to say. That's it.
That is very true, and I'm very sure the students are going to take away a lot of information from this session. And Smart Step always cherish to have such satisfied students like you, wherein you
Thank you.
have reached the destination. I would not call it a destination; it is just a midway of
Not
your
yet.
career.
Not yet. I'm
But
just in my
yes,
path. That
yes.
yeah.
So, but we feel cherished to be a part of your planning and preparatory journey. And thank you so much, Yashwant. Wish you all the luck for your future endeavors.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good
Thank
day.
you. Thanks.